And this market is getting extraordinarily interesting to me. It seems to be validating my idea of the blow off top, global bear market and recession, bit of asset price deflation next year, more and more each day. And I saw this from champion stock trader Mark Minervini, and it kind of aligns with what I've been saying. He says the market's starting to feel like early 1999, right before that dot-com bubble blow off top, and of course the dot-com bubble burst, the global recession, the bear market that ensued. He says where indexes ran up on fewer and fewer names, right? Breadth typically narrows into the top, and of course 99 saw one of the biggest rallies in history on the Nasdaqs, and then it wasn't so pretty afterwards. Historically, he tends to get cautious early, and his hope is that we get rotation into areas that have underperformed, like small and mid caps, and then the bull market will be able to extend. But as always, he expects the best and plans for the worst, which again is something I obviously do on this channel a lot. Open to bear markets and recessions whilst remaining long and strong until it becomes unreasonable to do so. One thing is for sure, okay? Mark's stops are going to force him into cash early enough to avoid any real damage. In 40 years, he's never been caught as a bag holder in any of the 9 bear markets that he's lived through, which is a real feat of accomplishment if you really think about it. But this is why it's so important to have your system that takes you out, whether it's trend lines like mine or stop losses like Mark's, and be open to the downside, okay? It's just not going to fly to sit here and say we're early stages and you don't care about managing risk, right? When the market starts to turn and change direction, you've got to be willing to get out of the way of it, sidestep the drawdown, and then wait for the market to prove itself to you if it wants to continue higher, right? There's no such thing as missing out on upside in these games, okay? There's really just protecting against downside, and then there is getting back in when the market has proved itself to you. But note the theme here, okay? We're in a blow off top, starting to go completely vertical, starting to feel a lot like the dot-com bubble. Breadth is narrowing out, and so far there's very little sign of wide and broad-based participation or even this rotation that a lot of traders are calling for.